Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live replays for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks right here from the NBA. We have a card for you today. Also college basketball, hockey on the board as well. We'll lead off with hockey, and we have Steve here on the show. Guys, I'd like you to give us that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. And also set those notifications if you would. And you're always welcome to leave us comments in the chat. Also, post your picks in the chat if you would. So let's say hello to the cappers. Get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. To Steve. Steve, what's going on? Steve, been on red hot here on the boards. Dominating.
Yeah. Just rolling along here in hockey. It's my favorite sport, and it's been another good year. So it's excellent. Yeah. It's great. It's been a great year. The Olympics and everything. It's been fun, man.
Very good there. So to Chris, what's going on?
Well, not much. Looking for a bounce back today. Dropped our best bet with Detroit yesterday. Couldn't get it done against Cleveland there, even though we had a short number. Just ready to get to. We had a short card today, so ready to get to it.
Very good. Yeah. Had a 2-in-1 day yesterday. Hit the best bet with North Carolina. Just squeeze it in there. The Tar Heels getting it done there. So we'll look forward to continuing that positive momentum. So with Steve here, we're going to start with hockey. Why not, right? Steve's been tearing it up on the ice today. It's all he does is handicap hockey on the site.
Yeah.
5,000 units of profit. This is all based on a $100 unit wager size. So, Steve, it's been a great year here for you in hockey.
Yeah. It's been excellent. Had a nice 10-6 day yesterday. And, I'm actually liking this little card today. I think this is for a little card. It's got a lot of good value in it.
Yeah, let's just do it in one block here. We have 5 games on the board. Golden Knights at Red Wings. We see the Red Wings laying $1.33, total of 6. Maple Leafs and Devils. We got the Devils $1.21, total 5.5. Hurricanes and Canucks. We got the Hurricanes $2.85 on the road, total 6. Blues and Kraken. It's the Kraken $1.50, total 5.5. Islanders and Ducks. The Ducks here $1.07 both sides, total 6.5. What you got for us in hockey?
All right, I got 4. I got plays on 4 games. The Vegas Detroit game. I like Vegas team total over 3, and Vegas Wings team total over 3, and the Wings money line. Vegas has been just playing terrible on this road trip. I don't think they're going to be a bounce back. I actually threw a little bit on Vegas to miss the playoffs, just some pizza money at plus 2,500. They're playing so poorly, and they have a really tough schedule coming up. So over 3 and money line for Jersey Leafs. Say the same about the Leafs. I mean, I think they've given up the ghost. They might as well just not even come to the dressing room in the morning. It is friggin' brutal. And I've been fading New Jersey all year, but I'm not fading them here. I'm taking New Jersey on the money line. And Hurricanes versus Canucks. This Canucks team. Is this a card of the assiest teams going? This is brutal. The Canucks are horrible. Team total over, and I'm going to go Carolina minus 2.5. I'm going to pump her right up there in that one. I don't think the Canucks have anything in them right now. Carolina is still trying to win that President's Trophy, so I'm going to give it to them. For the Islanders and Ducks, I'll keep it simple here. I like the Islanders team total over 3 and the Islanders money line, much like that Detroit game. Anaheim's coming off that huge game against Colorado, which I'm sure they were just completely up for. I think they drained a lot of emotional energy playing against the best team in the conference. And now they got an Islanders team coming from out east. It's going to be hard to get up for this game. So give me the Islanders in this one.
There we go with Steve. Chris, you got anything hockey today?
I got you a couple goal scorers didn't make the hit list. We'll go Cutter Gaither and Matthew Schaefer. Should be getting about 400 with Schaefer there. So pretty good value on both those guys.
There we go from Chris. All right. Of course, Steve handicaps this hockey for us here on Tony's Picks. So let's see what Steve has for sale today over at Tony's Picks. Heading into this card here on a Wednesday. Of course, we're giving you our free plays here on the show, but if you want our best bets, click the link on the screen. That'll take you right on over to Tony's Picks. We'll find all of our premium plays, best bets, and more there. showcasing top leaders in our industry. Of course, you can see here on the site right now where Steve has just been on fire here in NHL. This is all based on $100 unit wager size. We'll put the number up there again for you guys here. Steve here, 5,018 units of profit. Here, all document. You can verify those. Just go over to Steve's handicapper page. Hot across the board here, 7 days, 30 days, 7 for the year. Steve, what do you got for sale day over at Tony's Picks?
Well, like always, I recommend you get the rest of the season. You can get a nice package there. I'm kind of a high volume bettor, and like you said, if you look at the price and how much you would have made this year, you're doing pretty well. So I'd be looking at that. But today specifically, I have a goalie prop that's going to be coming up when it pops up and I find out the number. Goalie props, I'm at 45 and 23 right now. Record premium. My premium goalie props are 7 and 2 this year. So this one is going to be big. I'll be getting on that. It's going to be a best bet for today. Be watching out for it. And I got two picks already up for this slate. So you can take a look at those as well. I'm looking at one shot prop. I'm just seeing lineups, and that one's going to be a big one too.
That's right. So, that's right. Get on board with Steve Duncan over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions are the way to go. Remember, all of the long-term subscriptions include all of Steve's props and picks. It's including all long-term subscriptions. So get on board. You see a 3-day, 7-day. Of course, the rest of the season package, a bargain here at $400 here, including postseason as well. Remember, we have these long postseason in NHL. That we go right all the way to June. So that's about good 3+ months of premium plays from Steve as well as props. And of course, you can use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Knock off that 15%. They'll take $60 off that rest of the season package from Steve. So go ahead and get on board, sign up, and use that promo code. All right, Steve, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, good luck with your bets today, guys. Thanks for having me on. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Steve Duncan here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. So let's continue here on Tony's Picks. We'll move on over to the NBA for today's card. As we always start with hockey when we got Steve on, because all Steve does is handicap NHL, and he does it very well, as you can see there on the leaderboards. All right, we got a 6-game card here from the NBA. We'll do 2 blocks of 3. We'll start with the big one on ESPN tonight, Thunder and Knicks. We see the Thunder 4.5 and 4, total 220 in this one. Hornets and Celtics, another good one. Celtics 7, and the total now 212.5. There's some 213s up there. And this opened 216.5. About an hour ago, I saw this at 211.5 at Pinnacle. So this has had a lot of movement up and down, this total from Hornets Celtics. Jazz and Sixers. We got the Sixers. The 9s are going away now. We're seeing 8.5s now in the market. Total 237.5. We'll take an injury report here in these games. OKC and the Knicks. We got Jalen Williams, a good one, out. AJ Mitchell, doubtful. Carlson, questionable. SGA and Hartenstein are both probable. For the Knicks, we have McBride out. And we have just seen here Mitchell Robinson has just hit the injury report as doubtful for New York. Hornets and Celtics. We got Grant Williams, questionable for Charlotte. White is probable. Of course, Tatum still out for the Celtics. And we go over to Utah and Philadelphia, just marketing out for Utah. For Philly, it's Broom, Embiid, George out, Oubre, Edgecombe, questionable. Go over to Chris.
Yeah, we'll start with this OKC New York game there. Definitely watch happy hour there to see if SGA and Hardenstein going to be in there. But still a lot of pieces out there. And OKC hasn't covered the last 3 at all, kind of free falling there. So I'll take the points with the Knicks in the Garden tonight, 4.5 at the moment. Now, watch that happy hour news. But I don't even know if that's going to matter. I mean, when SGA was in there the other night, I mean, they still sat him. I don't know if he's on a minute restriction or not, but I'd still rather just have the points with the Knicks in that one. OKC just not covering lately. Jazz Sixers 237.5 is what I've got for the total. Jazz overs have been money in this, so I think we get up and down in this one here. So we'll take that total over. And definitely watching to see the movement on the Hornets Celtics total there. 212.5 is what I've got. So maybe lean over, but I'd watch that. There's a lot of fluctuation in that one at the moment, so we may just leave that one alone.
There we go with here with Chris. Tell you what I think here about these games here up on the board for today. I'm going to look here at the Knicks with the points here. I know both teams playing well coming off the break, but OKC has failed to cover 3 straight with issues with hitting their threes. Knicks have won and covered 3 straight with great shooting. Giving me more than a possession here at home with the Knicks. I'll take them. Jazz and Sixers. I'm going to go over in this one. Jazz play absolutely no defense, and both teams played a pretty fast pace. So pace have played fast. Jazz over in 3 of 4. Bad defense over the past 2 weeks, allowing 52% shooting, 39% from 3. I like the over in that one. I like the under. I agree with the movement to the under in Hornets and Celtics. Celtics play at the slowest pace in the league. Both teams playing slow. You think with the guard play, they've been that Charlotte be a fast. They're not a fast team. They play slow. I guess that's what happens when you take a lot of threes. You got to work the ball, pass the ball around. A lot more passing of the basketball when you try to shoot the threes. But we know the Celtics. They are playing playoff defense right now. There's old school style. We get into after the break. Let's fine tune the defense, kind of the way Pop used to do it. Right? You get the team in the playoff readiness after the All-Star break, and it will flow perfectly into the postseason. I like the under there with Charlotte and Boston. Charlotte under in 3 of 4, also playing pretty good defense. All right, let's continue here on the Tony this morning show. As we'll continue on here, I would say if you're Boston, you better pay Brad Stevens because Lakers got that Dodger money, and Brad Stevens' contract expires next season. So you better believe with that Dodger money, they are set to overpay Brad Stevens if you don't sign this guy. Okay, you better sign Brad Stevens. I'm just warning you folks in Boston because this Dodger money is going to be flowing at him. All right, let's continue on. Trailblazers, Grizzlies. We got the Trailblazers laying 9 on the road, total 236.5. Hawks and Bucks. The Bucks 1.5, total 231.5. Pacers and Clippers. Clippers 12.5, total 227.5. We'll take a look at the injury report here for these games. In the Portland-Memphis game, we've got Sharp out. Murray and Avia are both questionable. For Grizzlies, we got Clark and Morant out. Aldama, Coward, Gibson, Jerome, Pippen are both questionable. Our man Gibson, 40-year-old Taj Gibson, he might get in there. Like I said, Memphis is playing too good right now. They're supposed to be tanking, but they got good players. They got good players off the bench. They've won 3 of 4. You got to start getting some of the old heads in there, start losing more games, I guess. Hawks are clean on the injury report. Bucks, Prince are out here. Pacers and Clippers, Zubac is out. Siakam, Nesmith, and Nembhard are questionable. Toppin here is probable. For the Clippers, John Collins is out. I thought he would be out after that injury he took in that game the other night. We'll go over to Chris.
Yeah, look at this Trailblazers Memphis game. A couple looks here. I'm going to take the over when nobody's playing defense, especially in Memphis. Excuse me. So take the over 235.5. They'll probably take the points with Memphis. Memphis has been playing well. I don't know if they just don't know how to tank or somebody needs to teach them, I guess. But they just these young kids, man, they come off the bench and everybody plays well and plays up to trying to do something there. Thankfully, we haven't had to put the 40-year-old in there yet. I didn't really know they had open tryouts for that. But anyway, so take the points with my Grizzlies. Take the over in that one. Hawks, Milwaukee. I have to lean Hawks plus the points there. Milwaukee just kind of not covering the last couple ones there. Just a lean there, and definitely a lean to the Clippers over the Pacers. We know what the Pacers are doing. They've dropped. I don't even know how many, just all in a row here. Clippers have actually been covered pretty well here, but I mean it's a lot to lay with the Clippers. But it's really the only way to look there because the Pacers we know are in tank mode.
Yeah, they certainly are. And Carlisle knows how to tank better than anybody else. Trained by Mark Cuban. There. All right. Tell you what I think here. As I said before, Memphis don't know how to tank is because they got too many good players at the end of their bench. They can shoot, can't defend. And that's why they got to start bringing some old heads in here. But I think it might be too late. I think they've won 3 of 7, which it may sound bad, but when you're trying to tank, they're 3 and 4 since the break with a -1 net rating. When you're tanking, you want to win you want to lose 80 to 90% of your games. But Memphis is too good. They're too good here at the end of the bench here. So I'll look at Memphis plus the points against a Portland team that just looked terrible here. Their defense has been terrible for Portland over the past 2 weeks, allowing 49% shooting, 39% from 3. Memphis, the shooting form is good, 49% from the field, 38% from 3. Hey, the guys at the end, like I've said before, everybody in the NBA, if you're on an NBA roster, you can shoot the basketball. So even when you get to the 15th guy, you got some guys who can shoot. They can't play defense. But again, I'll look at the points here with Memphis. I'll take Atlanta. I want this Bucks team with Giannis. I didn't like the body language from Giannis. Very, very frustrated. Coming back from that calf injury, I don't know what, when they tie calf injuries to Achilles, that gets in your head, right? Oh my, is this the time I'm going to pull that Achilles? I think that's going to do a lot of psychological damage to players when they have tied calf injuries to Achilles. I'm just kind of worried about that. Maybe players with that type of situation play with extra caution, but I'll look at Atlanta in that spot. Clippers, the Pacers, I'll go over here. Indiana not playing a lick of defense. We saw what the Clippers did when they faced a team that don't play defense on the Pelicans. They put up like 100. They put up 130. They put up a lot of like 137 on them, and they still had the energy to put 114 the night after in Golden State. So I'll look here at the over in that one between Indiana and the Clippers. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. Turn our attention over to college hoops for today. More conference tournament action in here. Some of these lines come up later now because of these early starts. And we're getting games in back-to-back there. So we will get we'll start here in this block. We're going to cover the games from noon Eastern. Yes, we have the A-Sun with their tournaments here throughout the afternoon here. I think there's 4 games here. So we'll start from noon Eastern, and we'll include the games here at 7:30 Eastern. So the games 8 Eastern and later we'll do in block 2. We'll stop at 7:30 Eastern. Some of the notables here, of course, a lot of A-Sun in the morning here. Jacksonville, Bellarmine, North Alabama, Gulf Coast, Stetson, Eastern Kentucky. These are your A-Suns in the afternoon. Creighton, Butler here. We see Butler 2.5 in that game. Minnesota and Indiana. Indiana laying 6.5 at home. Texas and Arkansas. Arkansas, boy, were they just embarrassed the other day. Arkansas laying 7 at home. Marquette, Providence. We got Providence 4.5. We also have St. Joe's and Davidson. Davidson 4 in that one. Other games of note here. We got Horizon in action. Ohio State, Penn State, a blowout game here. It looks like Ohio State, though, 7.5 on the road. We'll go back to Chris.
Yeah, first one to look at is that Creighton-Butler game there. Give me Butler to cover at home there. Creighton's 1-10 against the spread. They're not covering anything at all, so I'll take Butler slightly in there on them at home. And then, Arkansas completely got blew out by Florida, 111-77, if I remember correctly. So definitely not the same team here with Texas as far as Florida. It's not even a good comparison. So I'm going to take Arkansas at home. I think they get it there. But I think the bigger play here with the better value is the over. I think we see a lot of back and forth here. Both teams trend to the over when they play conference. So I'll take 164.5 over that. And really the only other slight lean that I'm looking at here, UAB and Charlotte. Charlotte 4-1 against the spread. UAB not shooting the 3 at all really well, 28% from 3 there. So I'd just rather take Charlotte in that one.
There we go here from Chris. I tell you here what I think about some of these games. A lot of early stuff for me today. I like St. Bonnie's plus the points here. George Washington has failed to cover 6 of 8. Really poor defense. Bonnie's over the last month, 48% from the field, hitting 43% from 3. George Washington, not a very good defensive team in conference, 10th in defensive efficiency in the A-10, allowing 36 from 3, 53% from 2. They turn the ball around offensively. I'll look at St. Bonnie's there. Gave me Detroit at home in this Horizon tournament here. These are campus sites. This is a true home game here. First round campus sites in the Horizon. The Titans have shot the ball very well here over the past month. Good defensive form. Milwaukee, a team that is last in effective field goal shooting in the Horizon. Poor from 3 and at the line. Not a very good defensive team, giving up 56% shooting from 2-point range. Number 1 effective field goal shooting here field goal defense for Detroit. So I took Detroit in this one. Give me SMU here, that short number against Miami. Mustangs have shot the ball very well over the last month at 51%, 40% from 3. They're defending very well right now. Miami is 15th in the conference in effective field goal defense. Terrible defending 3s and 2s. So I'll look here at the SMU to cover that one. Give me St. Joseph. This has been a covering machine. St. Joe's covering 12 of 14 with really good defense. Davis has missed the cover in 4 of 5 with poor shooting. St. Joseph second in defensive efficiency in the A-10. Davidson has struggled defensively in the conference with 2-point shooting defense, and offensively they don't make their free throws at 64%. Gave me St. Joe's. Gave me Arkansas to bounce back and pound Texas here. We're looking here at Arkansas team here that has shot the ball very well of late. But look at Longhorns last month, giving up 49% from the field, 39% from three. Longhorns in terrible defensive form. Arkansas looking to erase that ugly feeling after getting pounded in their game. I'll look at Arkansas here in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. Closing out college basketball with these games, the ones from 8 Eastern, and we'll go all the way to the last game tonight here at 10:30 Eastern time. So that's how it'll look. You know, if Purdue Fort Wayne and Green Bay was on your rotation, that game was played yesterday, so that was rescheduled to yesterday for some reason. So in the last block, we go 8 Eastern and include the 10:30 Eastern. We go back here to Chris.
Yeah, a couple that I'm looking at here. Baylor, Houston, 141.5 is what I've got for the total there. It's just a lot to lay with Houston, 14.5. They could probably get it done, but I'd rather look at the total. Baylor not playing much defense there, allowing about 77 points on there, and that's something you don't want to do to Houston. Both these teams are scoring, so we'll take the over in that one. And then looking at this USC-Washington game, going back on this one here. I mean, USC's just failed to cover the last 4 in a row here with that. So I'll take, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm going to take 6.5 with Washington at home there. USC just not covering lately.
There we go from Chris. Yeah, I told you I was really heavy with the early light on the late. The light, only one I have in the late spot is Colorado State plus the 8.5. Rams in very good shooting form and defensive form over the last month coming in. They've covered 5 of 6 with great shooting. New Mexico here has failed to cover 7 of 11. Colorado State number 3 in effective field goal shooting in the Mountain West Conference, and they defended 2 very well. We got a New Mexico team that's struggling on the glass offensively and defensively, giving up 53% from 2. I'll look here at Colorado State here at plus the 8.5. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. As we continue on, we'll go over to, we got you through all of our sports for today. NBA. We started with NHL. We did NBA and college basketball, so you guys can rewind those if you need to see those blocks of games. It's now time for our Parlay Purple segment, where our cappers give out a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We go back to Chris.
Yeah, we'll look at a couple of overs. We'll take Utah and the Sixers over. We'll go Portland, Memphis over, and then that Texas-Arkansas game over. And then your first basket scores today to kind of look at. Give me Jalen Brunson or Jalen Brown, whichever one you want to take there to get the first basket for the team.
There from Chris. So I tell you what I like here. I'm going to go here with give me the Bonnies at plus 9.5. I'm also going to look here at Colorado State plus the points there. And I'll pair those 3 there with the Memphis Grizzlies plus the 9 points. Look at that 3.5 point line move from a 6.5 opener. Wow, that's quite a bit there. Now now maybe there's news that Gibson is going to play. I don't know. Maybe that's the worry here. I don't know. I don't know if he can play 15 minutes, more than 15 minutes. That's a lot to ask to play an NBA game, especially at the pace of play here. No doubt about that. All right. We got you there. Our Bo coming in with some plays as well. All right. We got you through our Parlay Purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading to a big week of action, guys, as we talked about here with a lot of conference plays, games in college hoops, as well as NBA hockey on the board as well. Link in the description will take you right over to Tony'sPicks.com, where you'll find leaderboards with our plays for you guys here. Documented plays, best bets, and more. Ready to roll here for this card on Wednesday. So, Chris, what do you have for sale today over at Tony's Picks?
Kept it light today with a short card. I've got you one in the NBA. My favorite play on the board. It's my best bet. Go snatch that up before game time there. And get that. So we're keeping it light today, but how about on the long-term, short-term? I am covering basketball, college basketball here, especially SEC. Let's see. I don't know. I got some kind of message there about network or something. Anyway, so yeah, how about over there? I do cover the SEC in college basketball. We are 21 days away from baseball. We got the World Classic, but I probably won't be covering that. I'll be enjoying watching that, but not covering that. So baseball's on the horizon here. We'll be covering that. 2-point capper, you guys see who's doing well that's on the show. Pair us up, the guys that are making the content, the guys that are showing up for the live shows. Pair us up together and let us go to work for you. A lot of people are doing well, so let us do that. And then don't forget the promo code TonyT at checkout, save you the 15% off of it.
That's right, guys. With Chris over at Tony's Picks, you see he's got a best bet on the board right now. Profit guaranteed, meaning it must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. So get on board, Chris, over at Tony's Picks. And don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout will save you that 15% off. Also, long-term subscriptions is the way to go. With Chris, he's got, as you can see, a 1 month pass, 1 week, all the way to a full year. And of course, 1 year includes all of our late steam and props at no extra charges and all postseason there as well. All right, guys, I have a best bet on the board right now over at Tony's Picks, as well as putting together a 3-pack for you. So get on board with me and match me up with Chris with a 2-point cap promotion and get signed up. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony X Morning Show. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, set those notifications so you're with us here to get the plays. And, of course, over on the site, you can head on over to YouTube. And then over on YouTube, you'll find our channel by just typing Tony's Picks into the search console, and we'll show you what's going on over on our channel for today. You guys want to check it out there. Here, if you just happen to find our stream on your timeline, make sure you hit the channel and subscribe and see all the great content we have for you over at Tony's Picks, including our live show that airs live. Anything live is going to be shown right here on front. Night Moves is a live show here with Ramon and DeAndre and company there. A complete rundown on all the games for today. Of course, we got the happy hour with Rod Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Look at show with Alessandro, midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. Also, our morning show, also archived. So lots of great content over on our channel. We got 4 live shows on our channel for you guys. Compilation videos as well. We got Chris's hit list up there, ready to roll from the NHL. We have playlists from NBA, college hoops as well, uploaded for you guys right now. Complete rundown on hockey from Ramon today. All those games in there for you today, as well as hit list. Fight picks from Mills and Alessandro. Keep an eye on those for the Friday shows, and our shorts are up there as well. Of course, Chris, you've got that hit list here up right now from hockey, and we're counting down the days for baseball.
Yeah, counting them down, 21 days. And like I said before, you guys will get a futures home run hit list video out there, as far as if anybody does any futures there with how many home runs somebody's going to hit in a season. We'll be covering that. I'm narrowing down my research right now, so you guys get a video on that. And then once we come back on March 25th, the home run hit list will be here through the season there. But yeah, you'll get hockey today. You've got 4 out there. I gave you 2 earlier, so you got a total of 6. Kind of a shorter card there, so kept it light today, but the best value that I could find on these guys, best matchups. So go check that out. Check everybody's content out. Everybody's putting in the hard work there, and everybody does great on the shows. And everything like that. So check out the channel, like, subscribe, make sure you got your notifications turned on so you don't miss anything we're putting out. And I just appreciate everybody's comments, everybody's support, and I cannot wait for the home run hit list to be back. We're going to try to do better than we did last year, and just super excited about that. So yeah, we'll keep putting it out. As long as I've got data, you guys will have a video.
That's right, guys. Check out Chris's hit list here on the props playlist here at Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Check it out. Of course, all of our great content here. Check it out here on the side. All right, guys, with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Tony's X Morning Show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We also appreciate all of you folks in the chat with your comments and so forth. Bo coming in with plays for you today up on the board. Lex, always great to see Lex, like in Charlotte by double digits. Not the Charlotte Hornets, the Charlotte 49ers. He made it clear there with the 49ers. That would have really got people's attention if he thought they would go there. Yeah, we know Gallen's 5 ERA. That may be the case. He's still on a 1-year contract for Gallen. 1-year contract. He's got another prove me again there. That's right, Lex Steele. I'm giving Celtics fans ample warning here that they better sign. You better get this deal done with Brad Stevens, because as days pass, the dollars are going up from the Dodgers, the Lakers Dodger money coming in to take away, to snatch Brad Stevens away from the Celtics. All eyes on Dodger management. Dodgers are running the Lakers now. Let's put it to you this way. All right, they're coming after Brad Stevens, guys. I'm telling you right now. So you Celtics fans, you better get your dollars together for that, because get ready for this whopping contract. They can't overpay the players, but they can overplay the management personnel. So that's what they're going to do. So keep an eye there. Brad Stevens, someone on the Dodgers, Lakers must-have list. Let's put it to you that way. All right, that's going to do it for the show. We're back again tomorrow. Any closing thoughts, Chris, before we close it out?
Let's just make it a winning day, and I tread lightly on preseason baseball. I see a lot of people betting that, so tread lightly, guys. The season will be back soon. Yeah,
just stay patient. Look at the games. Who knows who's playing, who's not playing? The World Baseball Classic poached some of the stars away as well. So keep an eye there. That's going to do it, guys. Good to wake up. Bye, guys. Make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6 Morning Show.